was none. The Heat instilled life back into me. We up. Let's go. We got some dogs on this team, baby. You think this team is ready for Jimmy Butler to come back? You know Jimmy is watching this game, smiling from ear to ear, saying, those are my boys. I don't want to go nowhere. These are my brothers, man. How could I leave Tyler Herro? The coldest white boy in the league, as Nikola Jovic said in the winner's circle after the game ended. Speaking of Nikola Jovic, Nikola with the absolute dagger to end the game and the coldest celebration known to man. Damn, how does this happen after last game? Oh, I'm feeling so dejected. I'm feeling depressed. They looked terrible versus the Atlanta Hawks. But no matter how down this team is, they come right back to fight and punch you in the mouth. After being down basically double digits in the fourth quarter, they do not quit. They do not give up. And they got some dogs on this team, man. Shout out to Tyler Herro, bro. Oh my God, the step that this kid has taken this season is incredible. He deserves more flowers than anyone who's ever gotten flowers in their entire life. He deserves more praise, more respect, and more apologies than any player in Heat history, including myself. Because I could sit here in these videos and I had the audacity to say to trade this man for Donovan Mitchell, for Damian Lillard. He's better than both of them. God damn, what a team this squad has, and it's games like tonight that make me not want to give up on them. I understand I'm all hype and excited because one of the most exciting and thrilling, exhilarating games we ever saw in recent memory just concluded. So I understand I'm smoking the fumes right now, and the team's only 2 games above 500. I can put some perspective on that. And I know this team is a perpetual cycle of ups and downs, and 3 games over 500 and 3 games down. But what happened tonight is not a fluke. To go into Houston, a team that is playing exceptionally well all year, a team that has not lost back-to-back home games all season, to go into there, to get down, and then to keep fighting. To hit big shot after big shot and show the cojones and show the toughness and just the championship pedigree. I feel like that's what we're watching out there tonight. Damn, what a game, y'all. Jeez, sometimes I just need a fight to rile me up, man. And it's not even just the toughness. It's also the poise. The poise that we saw late in the game from Tyler Herro. To say, oh, Rockets took the lead because we can't get a rebound and Fred VanVleet's hitting all kind of BS shots. Give me the ball. I ain't worried about no damn Fred VanVleet. That's lunch money to me. That's what Tyler Herro said, man. Damn, what a team, bro. I want to quickly get through my notes so we can catch up to this fourth quarter because there's so much to talk about. You got an interesting starting lineup change today. Without Duncan Robinson, he's out with some foot inflammation. Hope everything's okay there. You got a starting lineup of Terry and Tyler. So back to the TNT backcourt. Of course, we had our concerns about that. But then you got something that I love, which is Haywood Highsmith at the starting 3 spot. I have been saying for a year now that I love Haywood, but he's too small to be a power forward. You know this. I know this. So why not play him at a 2 or a 3 position? He's shooting 40% from 3. Why not do it? Well, we saw that today from Haywood, and he was sensational. You also got Kevin Love back in the starting lineup. So Spo said, let me put some size out there going against a Houston team that's big as hell. I should probably match with some size. Finally, Spoelstra listened, and it worked out pretty well today. Love had a good first quarter, didn't play too much after that, but I think he had like 5 boards in the first few minutes, was boxing out Şengün. Love what I saw from Love. He still, as he said himself today, he still thinks he has a lot of great basketball left in the tank. I think he does too. He's just not an 82 game a year guy. He's a guy that you can play maybe, a couple times, every other week or so. And that is when I think he's most effective. So I do like that he was able to get the last 3 games to kind of rest, got coach's DMP. But then today he was able to start, and I feel like he was relatively productive. So you got an interesting starting lineup. From the jump, first couple plays, it didn't look good. The Heat fouled 3-point shooters on like 2 of the first 3 possessions, and I'm thinking, geez, they about to get their ass kicked today. This team's falling apart. But then the Heat really got it together. You had Herro just drawing tons of attention, getting blitzed all game by the menacing Houston Rockets defense. And in years past, that's where Herro folded. Whenever you put an athletic guard on him, he struggled, but not today. I mean, he was out there just making sensational reads all game. You had Bam Adebayo once again being aggressive in the first half. I know we've been saying that a lot, but when you are going against a player as great as Şengün, you have to exploit their weaknesses. And his weakness, of course, is defense. So I did like that Bam was trying to do that. Khalil Ware came in, and after struggling a lot last game, kind of him and Jovic, those two have been coming off the bench together and been playing well. Last game wasn't the case, but this game was good. I feel like Ware had a lot of nice rebounds in there, and you noticed a couple times when the Rockets would miss, Ware would catch the ball at its apex. Şengün would not even have a chance to get the rebound because Ware would soar to get it. That's certainly refreshing to see. And then you had Nikola Jovic, who really was sensational this game. And I had said a few games, or I've been saying for a couple weeks now, that he's finally stringing together great games. Last game was the first game I thought he was very bad, but what the good players do is they bounce back. So I was very curious to see how Jovic would bounce back after a very off night, and boy, did he bounce back. Had a crazy, like, Luka-esque, one-handed swing past the wide-open Haywood Highsmith in the corner. So Jovic was really playing awesome. And then you had Terry Rozier, who struggled in the second half. We'll get into that, but in the first half, he hit a few shots. The aggressiveness, y'all know I don't like his dumb shot selection, but he had a few drives today where he was aggressive and trying to attack to the paint. Didn't make them all. He made a few layups, but I much prefer the full-on aggression, sort of tunnel vision, when you're at least getting into the paint instead of the sidestep threes, because we saw a little bit of both today. So I hate the sidestep threes. I could live with it more if you're at least going down the hill. So I'm not going to get on Terry too much because he showed the cojones later, sticking up for Tyler Herro, so we'll get into that a little bit. But the Heat would go up 3 at halftime, so things are looking pretty well. But then the Rockets, of course, will go on their run. Dillon Brooks really got cooking, of all people. That man was lighting it up from 3, of course. That's annoying. You had a play where Kevin Love missed a wide-open push shot from about 3 feet out, led to a Jalen Green 3 in transition. Rockets were up 11. So I'm thinking, damn, does this Heat team have a run in them, or is this deficit going to balloon up into the 20s? But Ware would come in. Once again, he'd play very, very well. His connection with Tyler Herro continues to be so exciting to see. You've heard Tyler speak so highly of their chemistry together. It excites him. He loves playing together. And you had like back-to-back beautiful plays with those two. You had a pick and roll where Ware got an easy layup. You had a pick and lob where Ware literally jumped up so easily, grabbed it from the side of the rim and slammed it in. So nice having athletic size. So those two played very, very well. Next possession, Ware actually blocked Şengün because Şengün's trying to body him, and he is a lot bigger, so Ware was getting bodied a little bit, but he did do a nice job recovering a lot, was able to get a block, had a great box out on Şengün, and then that actually led to a Nikola Jovic 3, which made it a 2-point game with a minute left in the third. But eventually, the Heat would actually take the lead in the fourth quarter after Khalil Ware got an and one. And then that's, the Ware stuff started to kind of run its course this game because they were running some screens. Şengün was screening for Van Vliet. Van Vliet got a couple of threes off of running off the screen because Ware wasn't exactly fast enough to switch out there onto Van Vliet. But then eventually after that, what do I got here? You got, this is where in my notes I said that Rozier sucks. And if the Heat lost this game, I was probably going to be really hard on Rozier. So I'll try to say all the negative points that really grinded my gears without maybe having too negative of a tone for Rozier for a change. But he bricked a fadeaway 3 to the left. So basically, y'all know I've wanted Terry Rozier to do more catch and shoots instead of the ISO boom, 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 bing, bing, bing. Oh, that boy nice, sidestep threes. And Rozier did a catch and shoot 3, but instead of squaring his feet, he decided to fade left off the catch. One of the dumbest things I ever seen. Kelly Olynyk used to do that all the time. Used to drive me nuts. Set your feet as the shooter. Relax, man. I can't be negative about Terry today. Relax. Just set your feet next time, Terry. But then it was the next play. Rozier threw the ball out of bounds like 6 feet over Jaime Jaquez's head. If Jaime Jaquez was as tall as Yao Ming and had Derrick Rose hops, he still couldn't have caught it. That's how bad a pass was by Terry, so it sailed out of bounds. And then you had Terry Rozier beat Şengün off a drive, smoke a wide open layup, and then fall to the ground acting like he got fouled. No one was close to touching him. It's one thing to smoke an open layup, but to miss the layup, then fall on the ground, not get back on defense, it's stuff like that that really frustrates me about Terry. But anyways, this is where we get into the last few minutes where all hell broke loose. So Herro was getting blitzed, like I said. Found a beautiful dime to a wide open Terry catch and shoot. This time he set his feet and he bricked it. So that was very unfortunate because the problem with this Heat team all season really is if Herro's not scoring, nobody is. And if Rozier's not making that shot, it's going to be hard to win some games. And then you had a couple plays later, Bam had 5 fouls. So he was trying not to be super aggressive on Şengün. There was one play where Şengün attacked and fell. I thought they were going to call Bam for his 6, but they didn't. So Bam did the smart thing while Şengün was on the ground and tried to sprint down the court for a layup. He got past the men, had a wide open layup at the rim, then kicked it back to Tyler Herro at the top of the key. That frustration by Bam, or that play by Bam, caused a lot of frustration for me. You're at the rim, you're 6'9", take the layup. Stop being so soft. But it wouldn't end up mattering because Tyler Herro would hit a midi for the lead. Next possession had a floater that I thought was going to drop in. It just rimmed out, but Tyler Herro with the huge shot there, the midi for the lead. And then the Heat were able to get another stop, and that's when Nikola Jovic had the absolute dagger from 3. You love that. You feel so good for the kid who is one of the few players this year that's actually taken a massive, tangible leap for the Heat. Obviously, you got Tyler Herro, and you got Nikola Jovic. Has anyone else actually taken a physical jump? I guess Drew Smith, of course. But it's nice to see for the kid because he's obviously, we know what his potential is, right? 6'10" guy that could shoot the ball and run the floor and be a point guard. It's scary if he achieves that potential. And this year was a good step towards doing that. But then the Rockets were trying to inbound the ball. You had Fred VanVleet get a 5-second violation. He tried to call timeout, didn't get it off in time, got 2 techs, and then he was actually tossed out of the game. But then I think the Rockets were trying to inbound again after the Heat hit a couple free throws, but somehow there's less than 20 seconds in the game at this point. Herro and Amen Thompson kind of lock up with each other. It looked like Amen was grabbing Herro's jersey and not letting him go. So Herro's kind of pushed him, say, hey, get the hell off of me. Stop grabbing me like that. But normal push, a normal get the hell off me push. But then Amen grabs Tyler Herro's jersey and throws him to the ground, launches him 10 feet towards the bench. Herro quite literally flew on that. Earlier in the Dolphins game today, which, by the way, shout out to the Miami Dolphins, man. Shout out to Tyler, Cam Ward, Huntley, dare I say. I'm just kidding, but Tyler Huntley was awesome today. But in that game, which the Dolphins won to keep their playoff hopes alive, we'll see if they can pull off that miracle next week. But there was a play where Jordan Brooks on the Dolphins defense essentially body slammed a guy, got a personal foul. So if that's a personal foul in football, we knew that was going to be something in the NBA because that was ridiculous by Amen Thompson. And then right after he launches him, obviously Karate and Reed are going crazy. You just see a giant dog pile. You hear Eric Reed say, oh, they fighting. I'm trying to see what the hell's going on. I was only able to watch the replay 2 or 3 times so far. I'll need to watch it a lot more to analyze it. But what we saw was a couple of dogs at the bottom of that pile. You had Terry Rozier, who just dove in there, stood up for his boy, and you like that. As my guy Brendan Tobin said on his on Twitter after the game, he said Rozier couldn't hit a shot in the 4th quarter, but he didn't miss when it came to defending Tyler Herro. So much respect for when guys do that. Seriously, so much respect. And then Hayward Highsmith was also in there kind of getting, had to get held back. And I like that, especially from those guys, because, maybe with any luck, Terry Rozier does get suspended. I'm just kidding. That's a joke. Yeah, I don't want to hope he gets suspended, but the basketball side hasn't been good, obviously. But he's, I respect him. He earned some credit for me sticking up for his teammate. But you got to be smart about it. I don't want Bam Adebayo, for example, getting suspended. So I'm cool with him not being in there. Although with Bam, I do remember a couple years ago when Jaylen Brown yanked Duncan Robinson's arm and Bam's over there smiling with Jaylen Brown. I don't like that shit. I think that's BS. I really do. So Bam's got a little bit of those allegations, but I think he's good for today. We don't need him getting suspended when this game's already wrapped up. And then obviously tons of credit to Tyler Herro for keeping his poise. He ended up getting ejected. How the hell he got ejected, I don't know. You had Jalen Green and Amen Thompson get ejected, and then Terry Rozier and Tyler Herro. What did Herro get ejected for? Getting body slammed to the ground? That's BS, dog. I hate when refs do that. Anytime there's any sort of altercation, both guys get tossed even though one of them had nothing to do with it. God, I hate that. I don't understand it. Maybe they just do it so Herro doesn't start something on the next possession. He's not going to do nothing. Now he's got to pay fines and who knows what else. I'm sure that the team, some guys on the Heat would cover his fines, but still, that's BS, dog. But Herro loved it, had that dog in him, was getting hype, was shushing the crowd, waving by, and I see Jimmy Butler in that. I really do. And I love that about Jimmy, and I love that about Tyler Herro. So, seriously, nothing but the utmost respect for Tyler Herro. Dude is an absolute dog. I mean, we're talking all-star this year. He could be more. You know, the way he's carrying this team is really all-NBA level. It really is. Now, obviously, you got to string together some more wins if you want to get him in the all-NBA conversation, but just an incredible season. And then they had Nikola Jovic in the postgame. He called Tyler Herro that cold-ass white boy, and then told everyone watching to go vote. Just like I've been telling y'all for the last couple of weeks, go vote for Tyler Herro to be an all-star right now because nobody on the Miami Heat deserves it more. We'll just run through the box score real quick here. Haywood Highsmith, 15 points, 8 rebounds, 6 of 9, 3 of 6 from 3. It's absolutely incredible. Hitting his threes at a great clip, moving off ball incredibly. I forgot to mention, Nikola Jovic had another phenomenal dime to a cutting Haywood at the end of the third quarter where Haywood laid in at the buzzer. Really awesome. Back-to-back great offensive games for him. Kevin Love only got 14 minutes, but, I'll take the 5.6 rebounds. You needed those boards. You really did. Bam today, only 12 points, 10 rebounds. Not another efficient shooting night for him, 4 for 10. But he was working his ass off on Şengün. I know Şengün today had 18, 18, and 6, so it does suck that once again, Bam got outplayed by the opposing center. That's been a theme over the last couple of games. It's very, very quite frustrating, actually. But hey, he made some big defensive plays late. I don't love what we've seen from Bam Adebayo, but we talked about that at length last video. This video is not the time to do that. Hopefully, Jimmy does come back next game, which is what they said they expect. The next game, I think, is on Wednesday versus the Pelicans, I believe. And then once you have Jimmy back, hopefully you don't have to worry about Bam as much for the scoring burden. Then he can just do what he does on the defensive end. But Tyler Herro today, man, 27 points, 9 assists, 6 rebounds, 10 of 17 from the field, 43% from 3. I'm at a loss for words. All-star. Easy enough, right? Terry Rozier today had 14 points, only shot 31% from the field. He was 0-8 from 3. Respect for what you did at the end of the game. I'll leave it at that. Jaime Jaquez today, really not too impactful. Got 16 minutes. I think his minutes will kind of be tied to how well he plays maybe early because he really hasn't been a reliable rotation player of late. Obviously didn't get the start today. Didn't get as many minutes. But you had your leading minute getter off the bench, Nikola Jovic, man. 31 minutes, 18 points, 7 rebounds, 6 assists. Holy crap, dude. What a performance. What a stat line. 5 of 9 from the field, 3 of 5 from 3. He's taking a leap. And to think he was out of the rotation just a couple weeks ago boggles my mind. He's awesome. Playing the second night of a back-to-back after injuring his ankle too. He's awesome, dude. Khalil Ware today, another great game. 13 minutes, 7 points, 7 rebounds, 3 of 3 from the field. He's incredible. He's off to a since they traded Thomas Bryant and we knew he'd get some more run. It's been good. And then Burks today, 17 minutes, got you 4 points. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see what some of the fallout is from this. I don't think anyone on the Heat side will get suspended. Again, I have to rewatch the scuffle to see if really anyone threw any punches because a punch isn't automatic ejection. I don't see anything here on Twitter real quick while I'm looking. But yeah, we'll have to keep an eye on that. But either way, Heat back on Wednesday. Jimmy Butler was playing dominoes with his agent Bernie Lee today, and he posted on his story he was in the Heat locker room. So is that a good sign he'll be back Wednesday? I don't know. We'll see. But whether he's here or not, this team's got some talent. And sure, was I overreacting at the beginning of this video? Probably, right? Yes. But I'm hyped, and for all the flaws this team has, there's a couple of guys I really love, and Tyler Herro is at the top of that list. He's awesome, dude. But anyways, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe because I'm very, very close to hitting 6K subs. Yeah, we're a little over 100 away. So make sure every single person watching this video hit that subscribe button right now, please. It's greatly appreciated. That being said, I'll see you on the next video. So peace out, everyone.
Look, pull up in your city trying to get that dead face. Do it on my own, I don't need no dead weight. Had to kill him off, yeah, I need a head space. You know this homegrown bitch don't offend me.